We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go. Let's do this. I'm going to come back to you. Check three.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Okay, ready. 54 is mine. Check. Watch 54. Right here. Back.
Jackson on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
54. Mike 54. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. Check nickel.
Jackson going to throw again, and that'll be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson will throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd every...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Set, ready? 60 or. Come on, D.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. In trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. Rush in. Right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. I got him. Truck. Check 31. Whip. Watch the whip. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Mike 54.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed, a lack of great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him not get through it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambeau on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, and this is going to wind up as safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know. Who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now again, right side, Graves. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Quick dance. Go. Hey, lock it. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Set 50, plant. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Hey, Sam on. What? Under 10. You draw quarters.
Now Dorsett, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Look, squeeze. Look at me, zipper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
36. Pilot, 64, weak. Switch. Go. Go.
They'll run the draw with Dorsett. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this run.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll run. It's Dorsett. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's Popo. Watch the car. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. From the red zone now, they look to throw. But leading the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now it's Dorsett. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
54 miles. Go! Shift! Watch the shift!
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action with Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Come on, switch it. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Jackson, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Leo! Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. No chance. Now.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day.
Now Jackson. Oh, that is going to be a safety.
You know me pretty well. I'm going to give a lot of credit to the defense whenever a play like this happens. That's a coverage sack. But if I'm being truthful, you can be too careful with the football as the quarterback. He's got to find a way to get rid of that.
Well, it felt like he had the ball for 10 seconds. That's just way too long at any level, especially the National Football League.
Putting a major stress on your offensive line and the people blocking for you. Get rid of it. Play another down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Go! 6-6, pull it high, hit it.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Rock it. Be grip.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
52's the mic, boys. Let's go get it.
They're going to try and throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
We got this. Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mike 52, Mike 52. All right? Yes. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, Haywood. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
The SD wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Jack! Protein spill. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. The pass complete. It's Bird.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Hey, watch that. Hey, check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson going for it all. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now is Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over
Let's
first
go,
and
baby.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try the left side with Dorsett. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Set up. 10-2 stop. Watch the out. Watch the out. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Alpha. Sleep ripper.
Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in the second half, 1st and 10.
Get it.
On the give, this is Dorsett. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No. Topper. Check 13. 5.
2nd and 5. And this is incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a third quarter in Indy. And the Colts have scored to move in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Hill. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 44, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always have that being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Zoo. Mike, 44 is Mike. Check, check. Record.
Darnold now to throw. Throws right, and that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
They still playing soccer. Football.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this close game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by one more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And again this time to the tailback. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
70, Indy.
Third down and 11.
Let's go one more. Snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This is taken at the 18. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. If they hold on to victory there, would be their 3rd of the year.
I got you. I got you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Again, it's Hill. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
54, Mike.
They'll run on first down. Bradley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just round and go nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
It's 4th down.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job